The effectiveness of learning a language lies on the fair acquisition of knowledge about literature, religion, culture, which shape the world where that language lives. It is far beyond learning vocabulary and some grammatical concepts, but a deep dive in a fulfilling, active experience. An interaction between your mind, your language, your culture, and the other's values and ideas. It is a vital intellectual exchange between civilizations. Notwithstanding the challenge of learning a new language, you should still give it a go. That is to say, language surges toward knowledge which travels between cultures. We're diverse and indeed independent human societies, which are enriched by differences that have to be embraced and cherished. Let's bury our minds under miscellaneous cultures by learning the other languages as a vehicle to understanding the politics, institutions, daily practices, intellectual debates, and moral codes of the societies. Variation is what makes the world inspiring and our philosophical spirit content. The cultural intermingling between people is a real fun. And language learning is an essential tool in bridging the so-called gap between the American, the French, the Arab, the Russian, the Spanish, the Italian, etc. Be thankful is an attitude that we adopt toward grace as a humble human being. People feel and express gratitude in multiple ways, in their casual life as well as religious. A practice through which words can be voiced, manifesting an inner urge for acknowledging appreciation, giving thanks, praising the deity. Muslims utter the phrase Alhamdulillah, praise be to God, praise be to Allah, as a constant reminder of being thankful for all His blessings. It is a way of invoking God to express gratitude for His mercy. This Islamic phrase, which originates from the Islamic sacred book, Quran, is commonly used among Muslims and non-Muslim speakers of the Arabic language in their daily conversations and prayers. Do not necessarily mean that one is a particularly pious person. This is in fact a common expression in Arabic dialogues. Alhamdulillah is an ideal answer to the question, how are you? كيف حالك? Or كيف حالك in colloquial speech. So, if a letter, a consonant with its fatha is followed by a ya with sukun, that fatha will turn to a kasra, and the following ya would be play the role of the long vowel ya, kif. So kif halik, it is used in some dialectal variations. So kif halik. Or كيف أنت؟ كيف أنت؟ كيف أنت؟ كيف أنت? Addressing the second person, masculine, singular. So, كيف أنت? And the hamza of أنت is ignored in colloquial speech. كيف أنت? Or كيف أنتِ to a female. Or إزيك in Egyptian to a male. إزيك to a female. So in general, a fatha is used to address a male and a kasra a female. Like when you say anta, it has a fatha, and anti, it has a kasra. So إزيك, we have that fatha on the ya, إزيك. And to a female, إزيك. Or كيفك in Lebanese, كيفك. So they got the كيف, they render it to كيف, and they attach the enclitic form of the pronoun أنت, كيفك. We get just the ka. Ka referring to the second person, masculine, singular, كيفك or كيفك in Lebanese. So, sometimes Alhamdulillah is translated as thank God or thank goodness. It can be said to end a meal in a grateful way. Or following a sneeze, believing that there is such a wisdom behind every physical action, like burping, sneezing, and such. Alhamdulillah, the prayer of gratitude, is deemed to be an ego regulator that eases the intensity of some possible destructive characteristics, such as boastfulness, outrage, or any strong moral emotion leading to any possible destructive reaction, like supremacy or rebellion. Sometimes it happens to ourselves to give a lot of credit following a great accomplishment that may incite our ego to believe in our supremacy, or the bad opposite, worthlessness, by cause of failure. Therefore, Alhamdulillah may be used as a term of acceptance for trials and difficulties placed before us. It manifests the person's humility towards the will of God, as every pain has a purpose and every fall has a reason. These are few scenarios for this expression. In a nutshell, Alhamdulillah is a daily meditation quote for Muslims to communicate their gratitude to God. No matter how the circumstances are, the recognition of blessings for believers is always there. Alhamdulillah ala. Alhamdulillah is defined with the preposition ala. Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. Kulli hal. Kulli hal, any case, any condition, any situation, any way. So Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal, thank God anyway. If somebody is dear to you, you may tell him Alhamdulillah alayka. So to attach that prepositional pronoun, the broken alif of the preposition ala has to be converted to the ya before attaching the kaf. عليك, addressing the second person masculine singular, or عليكي. In colloquial speech, what do we say? Alhamdulillah, عليك. So that lam with its fatha, that is followed by a ya with a sukun, can turn to li. عليك, عليك. When you say عليك, you may be addressing a male or female, because we will be ignoring also the last vowel of the kaf, ka or ki. So عليك. Alhamdulillah عليك. I am thankful for you. Alhamdulillah عليك. So Alhamdulillah is always followed by ala. Pay attention to that. Alhamdulillah ala as-salama. Or you can be more specific and you say Alhamdulillah ala salamatika or ala salamatiki. So praise be to God for your safety. Safety, as-salama, safety, when you arrive at your destination. So if somebody arrives at his or her destination, you would say Alhamdulillah ala salama. Or for somebody's recovery after being sick. So, are you happy? Alhamdulillah, I'm grateful. Do you love your spouse? Alhamdulillah. How have you been feeling? Alhamdulillah. How is your life going? Alhamdulillah. Do you have COVID-19? Alhamdulillah. No. But Alhamdulillah. So if your Arabic vocabulary is limited for now, use this magical phrase to answer and you will be fine. Now, let's switch the interpretation button to grammar. There are 3 constituent parts of this Islamic phrase to recognize. The Arabic definite article al-the. The verbal noun hamd, praise, stems from the verb hamida, to praise, hamida. The preposition li, meaning to, and Allah. Allah is a definite noun, and ilah is indefinite. So when you are to render the word ilah to a definite noun, you have to get rid of the hamza and its kasra, ilah, and you keep the lam, Allah. Let's dig down deeply into the ground of the noun alhamd, praise, till we hit the trilateral root and bring its letters to light, then learn more related words. Subtracting the definite article al, which is never part of the roots, we are left with ha, mim, dal. So, the basic verb form 1 is hamida, to praise. If we activate the active participle, hamid would arise. The praising one, hamid, the praising one. And the praised one is mahmud, mahmud. The passive participle, which is synonymous with hamid, hamid, praiseworthy. Not to forget Ahmad, Ahmad as the most praised. Each one of them suggests the other. These are common male given names in the Muslim world. The name of the Islamic prophet Muhammad is probably the most common male given name among Muslims. It is derived from the passive participle of the verb hammada. Hammada, form 2, to praise much, to exalt. So as you know, the form 2 is the intense form of form 1. So hamida, to praise, hammada, to praise much. The quadrilateral verb hamdala. Hamdala means to say Alhamdulillah. And the derived noun is hamdala, but with the tied ta. Hamdala. We don't pronounce the tied ta. So hamdala is the name of the Islamic phrase Alhamdulillah. You may hear yourself saying Alhamdulillah. And it's fine, it's still understandable. Arabic is a millennia-old language. It has survived through many eras. Therefore, Arabic science saved us ancient knowledge that was successfully transferred from civilization to the next one, giving rise to the Renaissance. It should be pointed out that many Arab scholars, namely Abu Sina, Al-Farabi, Al-Khawarizmi, and the list is endless, have collaborated in enlightenment. Praiseworthy personalities who marked the history in all its aspects. Their bodies of work are echoed across civilizations. Learning new languages means aiming to broaden your social scope, means being curious about other people's beliefs, ideas, cuisine, music. It can never be a limited educational experience. It is a rich involvement through which we discover the other different flavors of the world for a rewarding exchange in all fields, isn't it? إلى اللقاء.